Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 4 videos of 1 cent. So let's get started. The United States of America 1 cent coin of 1987, widely known as the Lincoln cent or Lincoln penny, represents a mature stage in the long evolution of America's smallest circulating denomination, carrying forward nearly 8 decades of Lincoln imagery and serving as a quiet yet powerful symbol of continuity, stability, and everyday economic life in the late 20th century. The obverse of the 1987 1 cent coin features the iconic right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. circulating coin to depict a real historical person rather than a symbolic figure, and the portrait is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1987, reflecting core American values of faith, freedom, and democracy. The reverse of the 1987 Lincoln cent displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, showing the famous Washington, D.C. monument with its classical columns and the small seated statue of Lincoln visible in the center, a remarkable artistic detail that symbolizes remembrance, unity, and national reverence for Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. The 1987 penny was struck at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark, with Philadelphia and Denver producing hundreds of millions of coins for everyday circulation across the United States, while San Francisco produced proof coins with mirror-like fields and frosted designs specifically for collectors, highlighting the U.S. Mint's dual focus on circulation and numismatics. Compositionally, the 1987 1 cent coin is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin outer layer of 2.5% copper plating, a structure adopted in 1982 due to rising copper prices, and the coin weighs approximately 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a smooth edge, reflecting modern minting standards and cost efficiency. Historically, the year 1987 was significant in American economic history, marked by the stock market crash of October 19, 1987, Black Monday, rapid technological growth, and globalization, and the penny of this year circulated widely through a society experiencing both economic anxiety and technological optimism, being used in retail transactions, vending machines, parking meters, schools, and household savings jars. From a numismatic standpoint, most 1987 pennies in circulated condition are common and typically worth face value, but uncirculated examples with full original red color, strong mint luster, and minimal contact marks, especially those graded Mississippi 66 or Mississippi 67, can command modest premiums, while San Francisco proof cents are more desirable due to their sharp strikes, deep cameo contrast, and limited production. Collectors also actively search for error coins and varieties from 1987, including off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, double dies, and plating errors where the zinc core is exposed, which can significantly increase a coin's value when authenticated by professional grading services. Culturally and educationally, the 1987 Lincoln cent continued to serve as a fundamental tool for teaching children about money, history, and saving, while also acting as a tangible reminder of Lincoln's ideals of unity, equality, and perseverance during a rapidly changing era. Preservation experts strongly advise against cleaning coins, as cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and reduces collector value, recommending storage in albums, protective holders, or airtight capsules to preserve originality. Overall, the United States of America 1 cent coin of 1987 is far more than a simple penny. It is a historical artifact that reflects late 20th century American life, economic realities, minting practices, and enduring respect for Abraham Lincoln, making it an important and meaningful coin for collectors, historians, and currency enthusiasts around the world. Next video. The United States of America 1 cent coin of 1975, commonly known as the Lincoln cent or Lincoln penny, represents an important chapter in the modern history of American coinage, reflecting the nation's economic challenges, cultural shifts, and technological transitions during the mid-1970s, a decade marked by inflation, energy crises, and changing public attitudes toward money. The obverse of the 1975 penny features the iconic right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth, making it the longest-running portrait on any U.S. circulating coin, and the design is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1975, symbolizing enduring American ideals of faith, freedom, and democratic continuity. The reverse of the 1975 1-cent coin displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, depicting the famous Washington, D.C. monument with its classical columns and the seated statue of Lincoln visible inside, an artistic detail that emphasizes remembrance, national unity, and respect for leadership during times of crisis. The 1975 Lincoln cent was produced by the United States Mint at two primary facilities for circulation: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D Mint Mark, with San Francisco producing proof coins exclusively for collectors, as proof production had been centralized there by this time, and total mintages were extremely high, reflecting the penny's continued importance in everyday commerce despite its declining purchasing power. Compositionally, the 1975 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing approximately 3.11 grams, making it one of the last predominantly copper pennies before the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-plated zinc composition in 1982, a fact that adds historical and intrinsic metal significance to the coin. Historically, the year 1975 came shortly after the end of U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War, enduring a period of economic uncertainty characterized by high inflation, unemployment, and rising commodity prices, and the copper content of the penny itself became a subject of public discussion as the metal value of cents approached and sometimes exceeded face value, influencing future changes in coin composition. In daily American life, the 1975 penny circulated extensively through supermarkets, gas stations, schools, vending machines, and public transportation systems, serving as a basic unit of pricing and change during a time when Americans were becoming more conscious of costs and budgeting. From a numismatic perspective, most 1975 pennies in circulated condition are common and typically worth face value or slightly more for their copper content, while uncirculated examples with full original red color, strong mint luster, and minimal contact marks, especially those graded Mississippi 66 or higher, can command modest premiums, and San Francisco proof cents are sought after by collectors for their sharp strikes, mirror-like fields, and deep cameo contrast. Collectors also actively search for error coins and varieties from 1975, including off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, and double dies, with notable errors sometimes selling for significantly higher prices when professionally authenticated. Culturally and historically, the 1975 Lincoln cent stands as a tangible reminder of a transitional era in American economic history, bridging the period between traditional copper coinage and the modern cost-saving era of plated coins, while continuing to honor Abraham Lincoln's legacy of unity, resilience, and moral leadership. Preservation experts strongly advise against cleaning coins, as cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and reduces collector value, recommending storage in protective holders, albums, or airtight capsules to preserve originality. Overall, the United States of America 1-cent coin of 1975 is far more than a simple penny. It is a historical artifact that reflects mid-1970s American life, economic pressures, minting evolution, and enduring national values, making it a meaningful and educational coin for collectors, historians, and currency enthusiasts around the world. Next video. The United States of America 1-cent coin of 1973, commonly known as the Lincoln cent or Lincoln penny, represents a crucial period in the history of modern American coinage, reflecting the economic realities, social changes, and monetary pressures of the early 1970s, a decade defined by inflation, global political tension, and shifting economic policies. The obverse of the 1973 penny features the iconic right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and this portrait, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1973, embodies the enduring American values of unity, freedom, equality, and democratic strength. The reverse of the 1973 Lincoln cent displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo, depicting the classical monument in Washington, D.C., complete with its columns and the small seated statue of Lincoln visible inside, symbolizing remembrance, national pride, and respect for leadership during times of crisis. The 1973 1-cent coin was produced by the United States Mint at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S Mint Mark, with Philadelphia and Denver striking massive quantities for everyday circulation and San Francisco producing proof coins exclusively for collectors, as proof production had been centralized there, highlighting the Mint's effort to balance commerce with numismatic tradition. Compositionally, the 1973 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing approximately 3.11 grams, making it part of the classic copper-based Lincoln cents that were later replaced in 1982 by copper-plated zinc coins due to rising metal costs, and this high copper content gives the coin both historical and intrinsic significance. Historically, the year 1973 was marked by the oil crisis, rising inflation, the end of the Bretton Woods monetary system, and growing public concern over the cost of living, and the penny of this era circulated heavily through a society increasingly aware of economic strain, being used in supermarkets, gas stations, public transport, schools, and everyday retail transactions. From a numismatic perspective, most 1973 pennies in circulated condition are common and generally worth face value or slightly more for their copper content, but uncirculated examples with full original red color, strong mint luster, and minimal contact marks, especially those graded Mississippi 66 or higher, can carry modest premiums, while San Francisco proof cents are more desirable due to their sharp strike, mirror-like surfaces, and deep cameo contrast. Collectors also actively seek error coins and varieties from 1973, including off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, broad strikes, die cracks, and double dies, with authenticated errors sometimes selling for significantly higher prices. Culturally and historically, the 1973 Lincoln cent serves as a tangible reminder of a challenging period in American economic history, bridging the era of traditional copper coinage with the modern age of cost-conscious minting while continuing to honor Abraham Lincoln's ideals of unity, resilience, and moral leadership. Preservation specialists strongly advise against cleaning coins, as cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and reduces collector value, recommending storage in archival quality holders, albums, or airtight capsules to preserve originality. Overall, the United States of America 1-cent coin of 1973 is far more than a simple penny. It is a meaningful historical artifact that reflects early 1970s American life, economic transition, minting evolution, and enduring national identity, making it an important and educational coin for collectors, historians, and currency enthusiasts around the world. Next video. The United States of America 1-cent coin of 2009 holds a uniquely special and celebrated place in American numismatic history because it was issued as part of the Lincoln Bicentennial cent series, commemorating the 200th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln 1809-2009, and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself, making 2009 one of the most historically significant years ever for the penny. Unlike regular issues, the 2009 Lincoln cent was produced with 4 different reverse designs, each representing a major stage in Abraham Lincoln's life and personal journey, while the obverse retained the familiar right-facing portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2009, symbolizing continuity amid commemoration. The first reverse design, titled, "Birth and Early Childhood in Kentucky," depicts a simple log cabin representing Lincoln's humble frontier beginnings, highlighting themes of perseverance and self-made success. The second reverse, "Formative Years in Indiana," shows a young Lincoln sitting on a log reading a book, symbolizing education, self-improvement, and intellectual growth despite hardship. The third reverse, "Professional Life in Illinois," features Lincoln standing confidently in front of the Illinois state capitol, representing his rise as a lawyer, legislator, and national political figure. And the fourth reverse, "Presidency in Washington, D.C., depicts the partially constructed U.S. Capitol dome, symbolizing the nation under construction during the Civil War and Lincoln's leadership in preserving the Union. The 2009 Lincoln cents were struck at Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco's mint mark, with Philadelphia and Denver producing coins for circulation and collector sets, while San Francisco produced proof versions and special 95% copper collector strikes, a notable return to the traditional bronze composition not used for regular circulation since 1982. Standard circulation coins were made of 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper plating, weighing 2.5 grams, while the special collector versions weighed 3.11 grams due to their higher copper content, adding another layer of historical significance and collectability. Historically, 2009 was also the year of the global financial crisis, making the Lincoln Bicentennial cent a symbol of hope, unity, and national reflection during a time of economic hardship, much as Lincoln himself had guided the nation through crisis. From a numismatic perspective, the 2009 pennies are widely collected both individually and as complete 4-coin sets, with uncirculated and proof examples being especially popular, while rare errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and die clashes, can command significant premiums. Culturally and educationally, the 2009 Lincoln Cent series serves as a miniature historical textbook, teaching Americans and collectors worldwide about Lincoln's life, values, and enduring impact through everyday coinage. Preservation experts strongly advise storing these coins in protective holders or albums and avoiding cleaning, as original surfaces and finishes are essential for maintaining value. Overall, the United States of America 1-cent coin of 2009 is far more than a simple penny. It is a commemorative masterpiece that combines history, art, national identity, and numismatic innovation, making it one of the most meaningful and memorable coin issues in the entire history of United States coinage. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.